So, another mystery day has
Yes.
arrived, and I'm already sorry.
Oh boy.
This one is going to be hard, so I'm going to make it slightly easier on you, but also still slightly hard. As you may or may not have noticed, and it's off camera for you guys, but it is plugged in.
Oh shoot.
And it does need to be functional, but you don't have to reuse everything in it. So I'm just going to grab it.
What?
Yes.
How? But what?
Were you a 70s child? You were born in the 70s.
I was born in the 70s, but I
So
consider
you're familiar with the term flower power.
I am.
Well, this is a powered flower. It actually is it on? Is this on? It is on now. It's lights here. It's hard for the camera to pick up, but there's lights in here with some glass fiber lights they're gonna show, and it's a little plant.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, indeed. So I'm going to make it slightly easier for you. This top, forget about that. So,
but maybe I want the top.
well, if you want to use it, that's fine. But I'm not asking you to use it because it's also cracked and it might be damaged. So, the flower.
The flower.
That is going to be the key thing.
Okay.
And I want it to stay functional.
Yes. Wow.
But it doesn't have to be functional like this. So if you want to take the whole thing apart, then by all means. But
well, I'm not very good with electricity. That's your forte, not mine.
I'll show it to the people here. There you go. See? Yeah, see, it's a beautiful flower.
Yes. Okay.
For a girl with flower power.
Yes. Wow.
You can be a flower power puff girl.
I'm not that well versed with electricity. That's your forte.
Well, it's just a wheel that spins and a little light that's in it, so that's doesn't really matter. But
it says the engineer.
It's a lot. It's a little plant.
Okay.
So there you go.
Thank
a plant.
You.
That's a challenge for this week, and that's it. I'm already sorry because this one's really hard.
Thank you.
And knowing her, she's going to stare at it for a couple of hours before she knows what to do with it.
I might never know what to do with this.
Or that. All right. I'm curious to see what's going to happen.
Me too.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Bye.
Right. Flower in a box. With a plug. I gave it some thought. I had tons of ideas. And I ended up with a concept that I'm really happy with. It is going to be sort of a semi-abstract sculpture thing. And I will explain the idea behind it while I'm working on it. So this actually comes apart quite easily. I figured this out last night after Sonny gave this to me. Because this pulls up and then you can see the inside here. It's just a light with a wheel that moves. And then this part also comes apart, which is really nice. This actually becomes two pieces. And then so I can work with this. This is what we're going to be working with. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to be able to fit the box on top of it anymore after I'm done with it. It might be too large, but we'll see as we go along. First, the first thing that I want to do is I'll put this aside because I'll be working with water so the electricity doesn't get wet. Important things, safety and all. So my idea is to create a 3D sculpture with washi paper and wire. I want to talk a little bit about my concept. As I mentioned in last week's video, I've been doing a venture into abstract art that's sort of inspired me to go deeper into the reasons behind why I actually paint and why I paint what I paint. And I found out that the reason why I paint is I want to discover who I truly am without all the outside influences. And that's actually where this concept comes in. Because what I want to convey is that inside this bunch of wires, that is your true self. And then I'm going to create 3 layers of sort of see-through patterned washi that represent each layer of outside world that is wrapped around your core and that influences but still lets the light of your inner core shine through. So that's the idea behind this piece. So what I'm doing here is I'm building a framework to place the washi around. And I want to keep the front open so you can sort of see into it. I think I'm ready to add the first layer of washi. Washi is a very cool medium. You can actually cut it by just adding some water. By doing that, you can actually pull the fibers apart like this. I'm using a rice paste. It's a little bit like making a Japanese lantern. This washi is easily manipulated while it's wet, but it's also very, very delicate, so that makes it kind of tricky. Now it's time for the second layer. There we go. I think we're ready for the second layer of washi. All right, layer number 3. This I think is going to be tricky. Now it's time for my final layer of washi. Let's do the thing. Here it is, a light that represents the genuine human identity. I will show you a close-up both like this as well as in the dark upstairs so you can see how it looks in the dark. Let's see what Sonny thinks.
So we're back and it's dark.
It is dark.
So I'm getting a light show, I'm assuming.
Well, you asked for a light show,
I did
so
ask for a light show. All right,
you ready?
I am ready.
Okay.
Show me the light show. Does it come with fireworks?
Almost.
Wow, that is out of scope, out of camera, out of frame. That is pretty cool. It looks like an onion kind of a thing.
It's funny that you should say that because the concept behind it is
Flower
that this is your inner self,
Ooh.
your inner identity,
Wow.
which is covered up by all the layers of outside influence that's come after you are born.
That is way too brainy for me. I think onion works for me, but
It's like peeling an onion, yeah.
yeah. And you put it in washi on the outside?
Yes, it's 3 different layers of washi because I wanted different patterns in there.
Mm-hmm.
Because the concept is that every layer of your life is different.
That is pretty cool.
I filmed it in complete darkness because then it shows up even better.
Complete darkness.
Because it's really cool where it touches here. You have all the little pinpricks of light.
Mm-hmm. That is really awesome. I need to now come up with an even harder challenge.
You didn't think I could do this one, did you?
I thought you would make something out of it. I didn't think you were going to make this out of it. So this is really awesome. I love it.
Yay!
Another thing that we can put somewhere in our house.
we have way too much stuff now.
It's a growing collection of
stuff.
things.
Yes.
Well, now I have to think of something else for next week. Luckily, I still have one thing in the bag before I have to go shopping again.
Uh-oh.
This will be more back to your roots.
I'm scared now.
She's going to find out. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.
Bye.